Taking care of a loved one can pull a lot out of you, and it did. Drenched, tired. I felt as though I had nowhere else to turn. My brother, when I brought him home from coastal rehab, that's the first time I ever dealt with somebody with Alzheimer's and dementia. It takes 4 people to handle him because that's the condition that he was in. To work with somebody like him, you have to have a lot of love and a lot of patience.
In the fall of 1981, my family and I were told that my husband probably had Alzheimer's disease and for the rest of his life would need 24-hour-a-day care. At that time, there was no training, no printed material, very little information on how to deal with dementia patients. It was just an unknown blessing when a member of my church said, "Have you looked at Elderhaus?" And I said, "What is that?"
As a teenager, I had to take care of my grandmother, and it was more than a notion for a teenager. I actually went to college to escape that duty, and she died while I was in college. I left and went to D.C. and had a job and realized that I didn't want to do what I was doing for the rest of my life. I moved back to Wilmington to start Elderhaus, and we started at St. James Church through the help of Judge and Mrs. Fox. We were able to get it rent and utility free for 2 years, so that was about the best launching pad I could have in Wilmington.
If it was not for Elderhaus Pace, I would have to put him in a nursing home because I couldn't do it no longer. Regardless of how much I love him, my body was just tired. It's tired.
From 7:30 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon, my husband was in a safe environment where he had social interaction and had people who were willing to learn how to care for dementia patients in the best way. You need that daycare center for your loved one and also for yourself, so that the loved one can be involved in social interaction with several people, and so that you can have some time away and regenerate yourself to be able to give the very best care when your loved one is at home.
The adult daycare program located at the Alpha Center at Greenfield Lake is basically of activities that are provided during the day. Although we do have a full noon meal and snack in the morning and snack in the afternoon. But it includes bowling, volleyball. We have Sunset Park school students come over and intermingle with them. We have music, religious devotions, and folks come in all during the day, and that's where we need volunteers. At the end of the day, they go home after all these activities and are pretty beat and are getting ready to come the next day back to their center for additional activities. The PACE program is one that is designed for all of the objectives of the team to be met, because everyone on the team is buying into what the physician and the team members, be they drivers, CNAs, or cooks, have determined are the needs of the clients. The PACE program uses the Adult Day Health Program as a core, but it provides 24-hour care, if needed, in the home through contractual arrangements with other providers. Parts of the PACE program that are not available at the Adult Day Care and Adult Day Health Program include occupational, speech, and physical therapy, among other things. There is a nutritionist who, for both programs, determines what is the proper amount and proper types of foods for them to eat. But there is a full clinic at the PACE program with several exam rooms, and these people are monitoring the health of the participants all day long because there are changes that often occur during the day.
That sounds pretty good.
Medications are provided free of charge if they are a Medicaid client. One does not have to pay for any medications at all. Elderhaus is fortunate to be able to have a fleet of vehicles to provide transportation and have an extensive transportation program for PACE and a little more limited transportation program for adult day care because many of their caregivers bring them in. Our families think we are heroes. We actually think they are heroes because they have decided to try to keep their folks at home and out of institutions as long as possible. We think they are special people, and because of that, our staff is dedicating their lives to taking care of these people's family members. So we are indebted and honored to have served as many people as we have.
They went beyond what I had expected them to do. Words is not enough to thank them for what they have did for him. I just thank God for them.
We were so pleased that the wonderful staff at Elderhaus and I together had this opportunity for 4 years to have on-the-job training in learning how to deal appropriately and lovingly with dementia patients. And for that, we will always be grateful.